The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Is behind him in the formation. And the handoff is going to go to Henschel. Henschel's got a gap and a seam. Henschel pile driving his way forward. Henschel to the end zone. Arms up for the Fond du Lac touchdown.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for Best Digital Production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
Takes a snap, gives to Schomburg. Schomburg, hole, right side! Sideline, touchdown!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first place winner for Best Play-by-Play in the state.
Cash it in, tie this thing up. Motion goes to Umentum. He'll line up at the backfield now. Williamson, play fake, looking, one-on-one coverage. Johnson, touchdown! Fond du Lac, a 27-yard strike. And there,
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Home and Auto Sales, Waupun Equipment Company, Ballweg Implement, New Medical Center, Ergo Bank, Torres Tree Service, All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Bent's Automotive, American Family Insurance Agent Christine Fiel, C. Broxma Electric, Dentistry of Wisconsin, The Other Bar, Waupun's Pizza Ranch, Werner Harmsen Furniture, National Exchange Bank and Trust.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Welcome to Waupun High School and at least our opening night of calling games at Waupun High School for volleyball. And I'm Steve Witterhack. Got Randy Armgill with me. We got the stream team here, and we are set to bring you some conference volleyball action. And it's all new stuff to us with the Capital North Conference. Waupun in that, and they've got a conference game against Lakeside Lutheran here tonight. So it seems like the coaches for Lakeside Lutheran are pretty excited about coming in here and looking at all the nice gold balls in the trophy case at Waupun. First thing they do, they go over there and they look at all the gold balls that are in there, the 11 that Waupun have in that trophy case out there. But the only 2-0 teams, undefeated teams in conference play in the Capital North going at it here tonight, Randy.
I don't know if they're excited or if they're intimidated. I'd be intimidated.
I would be.
You walk into Randolph, too, if you're a basketball coach and you go, wow, what's happening here? But
you look at the big board there, our state champions board. It is volleyball. Volleyball from 93 all the way to 2008 is when they won their last volleyball. Yes. And they have a couple runners up in there, too. So that's amazing. What an amazing run.
Yeah, it has to be a little bit intimidating, although this is a new era. We've got new coaching now and all new players, obviously. But it's going to be a rebuilding, I think, a little bit here in Waupun, and maybe to get this program back to the elite level once again.
Well, the nice thing when I'm looking at that board and that 5-year run that Waupun had state champs for 5 years in a row from 01 to 05. Now, the head coach for Waupun, Amanda Hopp, was Amanda Marwitz at the time. She a state championship setter for a couple of years in the 2002 and 2003 seasons. She was the setter, and I would say she was the best blocking setter that I've ever seen before. She went up there and she put her hands on the ground and she exploded up to go and block shots, and she was right up there with the left side hitters, the right side hitters, and when you get a setter that could block like that and that mentality, it doesn't really make sense that she's a coach someday out here too. And I'm excited about Amanda's time as a coach here at Waupun High School. Hopefully it's a nice long run.
She understands what it takes to get to that level. She understands what it's like to play at that level and be coached by one of the greats with Milkowski here. And I'm sure she uses some of that motivation that he provided for those young ladies back then. And I'm looking forward to her career here as a head coach at Waupun.
And I tell you, I'm going to give her a grade. She was afraid. She did not. She goes, "You didn't send me the questions ahead of time before I interviewed her," because I told her I was going to do that. Well, I didn't. But she nailed it. She nailed the interview. It was perfect. It was informative. It was, way even more than what I even asked for in the question. And we're going to have that interview coming up on the pregame show. But we're going to take a break right now. We're going to come back in about 3 minutes with more of our pregame show. We'll have that interview with Amanda Hop coming your way a little later on in the pregame show. So we'll go to break right now. Be back with a little bit more about both of our teams. Waupun at home getting set to take on the L-Cats of Lake Mills. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Hello, back pain sufferers. This is Dr. Randall Blahoviak with NewMed Integrated Healthcare. Are you struggling to find a solution for the constant neck and back pain that's keeping you from enjoying life? Maybe you're wondering if you should go the medical route, or maybe you're even thinking about giving chiropractic a try. Well, now you don't have to decide between the two. At New Medical Center in Waupun, you can have the best of both worlds. Let our team of experienced medical professionals and chiropractors design a treatment plan to get you back to living a pain-free life. The healthcare team at New Medical Center will assess your condition and give you a combination of options, both medical and chiropractic, to choose from. With over 30 years of experience treating back pain, you can be assured that the team at New Medical Center will discover and address the source of your pain. Don't waste another minute trying the same old failed strategies. Let New Medical Center help get you back to living your best pain-free life. Call New Medical Center now at 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
We are back at Waupun High School, and boy, I love this. Is the best vantage point of all time to call basketball games, to call volleyball matches, and I've been calling games since the school opened up in the early about 2000 or whenever they opened this high school up. But just think, you don't have any bleachers in front of you. We're looking straight down on the scorer's table, and the court is like right there. So again, excited to bring you another volleyball season. After I've been doing games since 1992 for the volleyball team. Wasn't always play-by-play until the late 90s, but Cole Fieldhouse, Neenah High School, and then Rush Center is as far as places the girls played state at. But yeah, here we are, another season, and we'll see how the team's doing. I was impressed when I saw them play against Laconia. They had great moments in there. Went toe-to-toe with a very talented, very athletic Laconia team that, even though they lost a lot of girls from last year, I tell you, they might even be better this year with the group that they've got in there now. And Waupun went toe-to-toe and would just kind of fade away during the end of a couple of the sets that they played. They lost 3-1 in that. But they showed me a lot in that match. They've got a lot of pieces here. And now sitting at 2-0 in conference. We'll see where they go from here.
I think it can only help you to have a non-conference schedule like that and hook up with some really quality programs, and it's going to do nothing but improve your team, and you can see where you need to work on, what you need to get better at, maybe where your strengths might be that you didn't know were as good as they are, and you can use those strengths as you go into the season. So it's always good to have strong non-conference games.
And Waupun has won both their games in the conference in the Capital North. You got to get used to us saying that, because that's where all the basketball teams will be playing in the Capital North. Yeah, this is the first time that we've had this is the first conference game we've seen in this conference, because football plays in a different conference.
That's right.
The South Central Conference. But again, you got Lake Mills, who are playing here tonight. They played Columbus. They beat them 3-0 in their match already this year. They played Lakeside Lutheran, who Coach Megan Annan from the Elcats, their head coach, said that's a pretty good team, and so that was a really nice match between them, and Waupun won that and a decider 3-2. So she was impressed by that victory against Lakeside Lutheran. She says it's a pretty good team, so she knows that by that she's got her hands full. And she did watch that Laconia match that we had video streaming.
Okay.
Yeah, she watched that, so it's a nice convenience for scouting for every coach out there. You can if they have a nice stream situation there, so she got to see it and was impressed by what she saw in that match against Laconia. So I'm thinking we're going to have a really nice match and a high-quality match here tonight between these two teams.
I'm certainly looking forward to it, and I would agree to you, and I have to keep getting this in my mind. So the Capital North is south of Waupun.
Yeah.
but the Southern Conference is north of Waupun for football.
Yeah. So it's a little odd in how we're all set up here. That Poinette's also in the conference.
Right.
Lodi's in the conference also. So that just a 6-team conference. So they were kind of happy to have us join them in this conference, and we'll see what happens. We got some traveling to do in this conference too, going to Lodi, which is not as bad as going all the way up to where we're going to go tomorrow, up to Adams Friendship.
Yeah.
That's about an hour and 45, hour and 50 minutes to get up there. So we'll see how everything goes. But Waupun, again, sitting at 3-2 in the conference, 2-0 in conference play. Lake Mills, they've got a lot more matches in sets, and they are 8-2 with matches. And they had a really nice match at Adams Friendship at a tournament up there, and they met Dominican, and they got beat by them twice. Otherwise, they did really well, but they said Dominican was loaded, and they beat them twice in that tournament. They got second place, so they've got a little more experience on the season than what the Waupun Lady Warriors have. I'm going to have that interview with Coach Amanda Hopp coming up in just a few minutes. Some great insight on her team, where they're at right now, and what's been going on in the team. For the team and about their opponent tonight. She'll be talking about that, so we'll have that interview with Amanda Hopp coming your way in just a few minutes as the pre-show game show continues live from Waupun High School on Radio Plus Sports.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales. Every time. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmson name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Steve Winterhack with you tonight. Waupun Warriors getting set to take on Lake Mills in a conference game for them. It's weird to say that with Lake Mills, but here we are in the Capital North now. And with me right now, we've got Amanda Hopp joining us, head coach, first year of the Waupun Lady Warriors, sitting at 3-2 on the season. And Coach, how's the season going so far? The evaluation after 5 games into the season.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're making advancements every game. We're changing something, getting better at something, playing it as a team. So we're making improvements every game, and I'm really happy with that.
You had a really nice match in conference against Lakeside Lutheran. You went 5 in that one. What stood out with you, with your girls that got them out on top in that match?
They didn't give up. I think that was the biggest thing. We were down a few times, and we came back, especially that last game. We had Ava serving 5 straight serves there. The girls have been working on blocking, and they were strong with that the last game. So they didn't give up on anything, and they kept fighting through it. So that's what I was impressed with.
Everybody staying healthy so far? No early season injuries yet?
Nope, knock on wood.
Well, you got the other 2-0 team in the conference right now. They've got like twice as many games in as you. They played a couple tournaments already. Got second place, I believe, up at Adams Friendship Tournament, and just going to beat Dominican up there. But what do you know about your opponent?
I know that when I looked at a few videos, when I did my homework, they're left side strong. They have a really good middle as well. So, our game plan is to make sure that we are paying attention to those strong players and making sure that we know where they are at all times and making good defensive plays on their tendencies.
Okay, great. Well, good luck here tonight, and we'll have fun calling your game. Hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to you after the game today.
Sounds good. Thanks, Steve.
Okay, Amanda Hopp, head coach for the Waupun Lady Warriors, getting set to take on Lakeside Lutheran, the L-Cats. And we'll have more of our pregame show right after this on Radio Plus Sports. Perfect.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Hey
Hey, you sure do like to sneeze.
Where did I put the keys?
It's the dust in the air. You like to sneeze.
Hi, this is Jackie with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Dust allergens and even mold could be hiding in your air conditioning ducts. Your dryer vent could be clogged too. We will get your air clean, system more efficient, and home safe. One of our most trusted brands is American Standard. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Crack the window in here for a breeze.
Call Allphase so you don't sneeze.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Chronic pain sufferers, listen up. If you're suffering from pain due to injury or illness, and the options you've tried have failed to alleviate your pain, or surgery has been recommended, you may be wondering if you've run out of options. If so, regenerative medicine may be your answer. At New Medical Center, we use a variety of alternative treatments designed to harness your own body's ability to heal. Rather than covering up your pain, regenerative medicine goes right to the source to resolve and repair the injury. Instead of using harmful drugs to mask your pain or having risky surgery that can cause additional injury and increase your chance of arthritis, regenerative medicine helps your body repair the damage that causes pain. Don't let pain compromise your favorite hobbies and activities, leaving you crippled and desperate for help. Thousands of people have found relief with regenerative medicine, and you can too. Call the experts at New Medical Center to get an appointment today. New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or check us out on the web at www.newmedicalctr.com.
New ownership, same customer service tradition. Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun and its surrounding areas for over 50 years. New owners Luke and Logan Gans are longtime employees of Verhaeg's Furniture and are committed to continue serving the furniture, accessory, and mattress needs of Waupun and the surrounding areas. Bringing you exceptional quality from Ashley Furniture, Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Puffy Mattress, and many more top brands from their store to your home. Verhaeg's Furniture, 806 West Main Street, Waupun. Quality brands for affordable prices.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your state of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Okay. Like I said, a quiz. Which one of us is Steve and which is Randy? This is for Jason that always gets our names wrong. He just calls everybody Randy. I don't know if he called you Steve at all.
Usually calls me Steve. So
yeah. But again, I'm Steve Witterhack. That's Randy Armgad. We got the stream team here today and looking forward to some girls volleyball action. Waupun Lady Warriors, they've got some athletes out there on the court. They play with a 6-2 offense, so they're playing with a couple setters out there. You got Alexis Babish, just a great setter, and she was in the 5-1 offense last year as a freshman, the only setter out there. But she also can do other things, like she go up and block and she can hit too, and they wanted to get her in that position. So when she gets her chance in the front row, then they bring in Hayden Schultz, who's also super effective when she gets up there by the net. And she can put balls down too and go up and block, but it's fun watching the growth of Alexis Babish, who my niece Holly, who's a Division I volleyball player, my daughter-in-law Bridget, Division I volleyball players. They both said the same words. She's legit. That's what they said, and could be playing in the next level for volleyball, even though she's a great basketball player and also a softball player too. But a lot of great players in the lineup here for Waupun. A lot of athletes out there.
Yeah, and you said athletes, and I think that's a key word. And Babish is one of them. I've watched her in the other sports, and she's just one of those natural athletes that has really good instincts, and that carries over to volleyball and what might be her best sport. But, sometimes you see those young ladies or young men come through a system, and you watch them for 3 or 4 years like we have the privilege to do, and you realize how good of athletes they are, and I would put her in that category. But, yeah, you mentioned there's a lot of them on this team, and
well, look at her sister. You got Ryan Babish in there, too. And there's another great three-sport athlete. And they throw her on the left side. She can put a ball down, a great server for them. And bring in, like I said, Hayden Schultz. Also Ava Vandazan. Talk about a super athlete. I mean, she pretty much single-handedly almost, besides all the pitching and everything else. But offensively got those 2 runs in that state semifinal a couple seasons back on their way to win the state championship in softball. And good to have her back. I think she may have been questionable coming in with her leg injury that she got last volleyball season, but it's glad to see her back on the court here and playing effectively.
She is wearing a large, heavy knee brace. I saw that. But she's moving around well during warm-ups, and this is really the first time I've seen her. And hopefully she just gets stronger as the season goes on and gets more strength in that leg.
You got Jalen Landell, another one of the great presence up front as a middle blocker. Mickey Borchert. Fun to watch her. Those liberos out there, they dive around for balls, and she's good at it. And if she has to step in and be a setter, she can do that pretty effectively too. And need somebody to serve a few points up for you, then you bring Audrey Sanders off the bench to go along the back row. And maybe the best server amongst a bunch of good servers on the Waupun team. So they've got the parts there. See if they can put it together this season. Waupun getting set to take on Lake Mills. Conference action. They're both 2-0 in conference play, and we'll be back with the starting lineups in the beginning of tonight's match. Waupun right here at Waupun High School. Thanks for joining us on Radio Plus.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders break clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Have you got your ducks in a row these days? Probably a great idea to call Allphase.
Bucky, that was pretty great. However, not those ducks. Your air ducts. Hi, this is Jackie with Allphase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, Columbia, and Green Lake counties. Dust allergens and even mold could be hiding in your air conditioning ducts. Your dryer vent could be clogged too. It's best to get them clean now. One of our most trusted brands is American Standard. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome back to Waupun High School. We are just about ready to go and get this match going. Waupun taking on the L-Cats of Lake Mills, and we're pretty familiar with that school on some big basketball games that our girls had to play and beat them to try to get to state. They got to state one time, and the other time they came up a little short against a very good. I can't forget who was Edgewood, Madison Edgewood.
I believe you're right. Yes.
Yeah, because then they went on to win state, but you ran across Lake Mills, and then the boys had to run into Lake Mills, who was a loaded basketball team, and got beat pretty convincingly when they played over at Lake Mills in that game. So people like that, those are the teams we're going to see during the basketball season, a very talented boys basketball team for sure that they'll put on the court this year. And they are announcing the starting lineups now for both teams. Victoria Popowski just announced her. Brooke Palmer. And Brooke Palmer is their middle blocker. Also in the starting lineup for them, Mylan Fullerton, middle blocker. Sophie Hooper, number 11, right side hitter. Very good server also for the team. Number 13, Deborah Bruce. These are setter in their 5-1 offense. We'll mention her name quite often. And Lindsay Bender, outside hitter. And their libero is Tate Crenshaw. So now we're going to bring you the starting lineups now for the Waupun Lady Warriors. Amanda Hopp, no applause for Amanda. They didn't give her a big, there's not a lot of people in the gym right now. But Hayden Schultz, setter, you can put her up there in the net. She can put him down too. Maggie Kluge is the middle hitter in the starting lineup. And you got Ava Vandezand. She can put him away from that left side. And number 16, Alexis Babish, right side hitter, setter. Very athletic young lady. And her sister, Ryan Babish, also another great athlete, and also babysits my grandkids, Johnny and Ray. They call her Girl Ryan. And for 24, Jalen Landell, the middle blocker, and your libero, like I said, very active player. Love watching Mickey Borchard. You see a good libero, they're fun to watch. Covers a lot of area out there, and perfect person for that spot. And that is the starting lineup for the Waupun Lady Warriors. It's just about ready to get things going here. A little slap of the hands under the net. And we'll be playing some volleyball, Randy.
Yes. Your grandchildren have Uncle Ryan, and then they have their daycare provider, Girl Ryan.
They call her my little granddaughter. She's cute as a button, 4 years old, and she every time she mentions her name, we're over at Girl Ryan's house. We were there earlier today, Girl Ryan. And she has done a lot of really cool things. She's taken some really nice pictures of them, almost like professional photography when she had them. She does fun projects with them, and I know they adore her as their babysitter over the summer.
She loads them up, takes them to the Alto Fair and things like that.
Yeah.
Because I saw her there with your grandchildren. And
she's a great, everything you want in a babysitter. Plus, the house is always clean when they come home. And
very mature young lady.
Yeah, they love her. So here we go. We're ready to play, getting used to these new teams that we're going to see on a regular basis. We'll get over to some of these gyms, too, and we've been over to the L-Cats gym and doing some basketball games. We kind of sit on this awkward place on the stage just behind the benches there.
A little bit old school in their gym yet there, but very functional.
Bruce with the serve. That's popped up. Schultz will set over the right side over to Alexis. That gets dug out. That's going to be tight to the net on the right side. Block puts it back over on the Lake Mills side. Left side attack to the back corner off the arms of Borchard and out of bounds into the bleachers. Nice swing over there by Victoria Popowski. And she's their kill leader on the season. That's her 73rd kill on the season and leads the team in that category.
I had a chance just to watch their warm-ups, and there's a couple of girls on this team that they swing hard. They can get it done.
That stays in the back row. Now a back row attack by Borchard. Nice hit, but that is controlled. Set by Bruce. Left side again over to Popowski, and instead of coming with the 100-mile-an-hour fastball, a little change of speeds and puts it right by the 10-foot line and gets the kill that way. 2-0 in favor of Lake Mills. Another serve now for their setter, Deborah Bruce, who will head up to the front row to do the setting, too. Back set right side over to Alexis Babish. Back row maybe save that one from going out of bounds. Right side attack off the block. Ava Vandezand, kind of a last-second decision to stick her hand out there off her fist, out of bounds wide right. A point again for Lake Mills. Nice start here in this first set.
You do not want to dig yourself too big of a hole against a quality team like this. And 3-0's not that much to overcome, but
Bruce, a nice hard low driving serves. And that's going to be a little bit out of bounds from the left side. Kind of getting chased along the net towards the middle was Ryan Babish, and hits it deep by about a foot. L-Cats continue to roll up 4-0 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard.
Ryan Babish coming off that injury last year herself in the winter sport and probably missed a couple of months.
Good pass this time over to Schultz. Going to go left side over to Babish, hard off the block, and that's what she does very well. Tools those shots right off the fingertips of that double block on the left side and gets the kill for Waupun in their first point. They trail now by a score of 5-1. And back to serve now for Waupun is Schultz, set in the middle, and that's to the back corner. That's going to be out of bounds on the swing in the middle. They're looking for a touch. Mylan Fullerton with that swing, but it's going to be out of bounds. Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully we've got a few of the L-Cat fans joining us. I know they got the link sent over to them, and I know they spread the word a little bit, so hopefully got a few of those people too. The first serve with Sanders maybe a little pumped up and ready to go, and she hit it a little bit too long.
It was fairly close. Last second decision to let it go was the right decision.
It is Patriot Day on this anniversary of the worst thing we've ever seen in this country with the World Trade Center bombings on 9/11. And it's Patriot Day because of that. And red, white, and blue. I see the quarterback for Waupun, Chase Beam. I don't even know where you get those clothes. Bib overall shorts with the American flag. I wasn't sure if we're supposed to salute the flag or his clothes that he's wearing here today. And a lot of them dressed up like that, red, white, and blue in the Warrior Nation. It's going to be tight to net right side, kind of punched over, and a great job over there by their right side hitter, Sophie Hooper. Kind of punches it over to the far left corner, and Waupun, no one there. And again, the L-Cats continue to roll. They're leading now 7-2 here in the first set.
24 years ago today.
Yeah.
Amazing. The attack on the World Trade Center.
Popowski with another serve. Good pass this time to Schultz. Back set right side. Hard up the block and controlled by the L-Cats. Tight to the net. Punched over. Schultz getting the ball over to Alexis Babish, over to her sister Ryan down the line, and out of bounds wide left. 8-2 the lead now for the L-Cats. You know where you were when you found out?
I was at work.
Yeah.
I remember it well. I don't know if I received a call or if someone came out and told us, and went home. I always had an hour of lunch, went home and just glued to the television at my lunch break, and what a horrific
rotation problem on Waupun. That'll be a point for the L-Cats. They're going to go up 9-2 now. Yeah, that was. We were down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and heard it down there in our condo we were at. My daughter woke us up and said, "Hey, you better turn TV on. There's something happening." And Yeah, it was definitely, he hated being away from home when something like that is happening, but we were 1,200 miles away. Waupun just totally out of sync right now. Not the Waupun girls we've seen. And a timeout in the court. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back coming your way in just 1 minute. We'll be back with more Lady Warrior Volleyball on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Okay, we are back. Waupun, boy, no flow at all for Waupun. Just running around and nothing's going right for them right now. And the L-Cats taking advantage of everything and every mistake and forcing the issue and looking really good. And it's 10-2 lead for them right now for set number 1.
At least half of those 10 points came on just miscommunication and errors by Waupun.
Not a great pass, and that's going to get set by Sanders. Back row, Borchert will hit it to the back corner. Set over on the left side, cross-court swing, and the swing by Bender. Waupun gets it back, and nice job by Landell. Tools it hard off the block that was up there, and it shoots off to the left, and that will be a point for Waupun, but still they're in major trouble right now, trailing 10-3.
Certainly need to go on a little bit of a run of their own right now.
Alexis Babish with the serve now for Waupun. It's going to get bumped over, so a free chance here for Waupun. Babish gets it tight to the net to Landell, and that's going to go to the backhand. Trying to save it was Popowski off her hands on the floor. Point for Waupun. Trailing now 10-4. Alexis continues to serve now for Waupun. Now she's another one of their top servers for the Lady Warriors. Goes to the back corner on that one, just a little bit out of bounds. You can really control a game with your serving, and that's what they did when they had those good moments against Laconia, especially in that second set that they won. They really won that by their serving, consistent serving, and just taking them out of their system.
I think the L-Cats have served well here in this game so far. And
a little knuckleball action pushed up to the front, back set over to the right side to Ryan Babish. That one gets dug out in the back row. Left side attack again, hard off the block. Kept alive by Alexis Babish. Borchert's going to set it left side over to Ryan Babish. And they seem to get those good passes even no matter what Waupun does. Back over to Ryan on that left side off the top of the block, and they keep it alive. Good job by the L-Cats. Good job by Borchert to get the ball with just a little punch shot, and somehow the L-Cats kept it alive for a little bit, but it shanks off their arms and goes into the bleachers on the right side. Hard-fought point, and showing a little sign of life on the Waupun side now.
Yeah, a little bit bigger swing there by Landell, able to keep it in play and score the point.
Right, Babish, nice serve there, but a good pass by the L-Cats. That one's tight to the net, just push to the back row. Alexis Babish back sets over to Landell and hits it hard at the block. Waupun now getting a little momentum here and crawling back within 5. They're down 11-6 in the first set.
Coming back from a 10-2 deficit.
It was rally scoring in volleyball, not like it used to be. You had to serve to get the points until about 2002 or so is when that switched over. Babish with another serve. Good pass this time, and going to back set over to the right side. Hard hit with not a great set, but a good job of the right side hitter. Waupun controls. Schultz goes from not an easy spot, kind of fading away off the court on the right side, just inside the 10-foot line. A lot of top spin on that one. Goes off the fingertips of a L-Cat, and Waupun crawls back in within 4 now. 11-7 in favor of Lake Mills. A little confidence with Waupun and just not controlling the ball even on some of the hard hits out there. They're definitely found their mojo again. Set in the middle, blocked back by Landell. And that one's just poked over. Left side attack now by Ava Van de Zand into the block, but kept alive. Going to go right side now over to Schultz down the line. Good job by the libero to keep it alive. Waupun will get a chance right now. Sanders will set it right side over to Schultz. Nice dig in the back row by Popowski. Oh, there's a tape job that rolls along the tape and finds the floor. Friendly roll there for the L-Cats, and they get the point. 12-7 the lead now for Lake Mills.
Quality of play is elevated in the last few points here than what it was in the beginning. A lot of errors made, and now both teams playing great defense.
Hooper with a serve that is popped up by Sanders. Left side attack now by Ava Van de Zandt cross court, and that is going to be out of bounds, just missing. Took a tough angle there and just couldn't quite get it down. So the L-Cats with the point. They go back up by 6 now, 13-7. And you play up to 25 points in the first 4 sets. If you got to go to a fifth, you only played a 15, got to win by 2. Those are always exciting. And a little low-line driver is going to go off the arms of Waupun's Reagan Holtz. Off her arms and out of bounds. That will be a point again for Lake Mills.
The L-Cats aggressive serving since the beginning of this set, going after it.
One of the tape job goes over on Waupun's side, and somehow they punch it back in. Sanders pokes it back over. L-Cats control, going to go far left side. Nice shot there. Really seeing the floor on that shot was Lindsey Bender. The double block was more towards the inside of the court. She saw an open spot, and Waupun couldn't get to it. Point for the L-Cats.
Bender, only a sophomore. She's going to be around for a while. I watched her in warm-up. She's a good one.
It's the bullet serving that one. It's going to clear on the overpass, and I'm going to say that was an attack with a ball over the net. I guess by Alexis Babish, and that'll be a point for Lake Mills. Thought maybe she got it on its way over.
And Coach Megan Annan asking for that call, and she got it.
Yeah. Again, some great serving right now from Lake Mills, and now they're getting some points directly off their serve of Sophie Hooper. Just hitting some rockets, low-line drivers. Waupun having trouble handling it. Back to now a 10-point lead here for Lake Mills.
Wow.
Another bullet. Good job by Holtz to take the pace off that one. Left side attack again, and that's going to be well short in the attempt to go cross court by Lindsey Bender. Waupun finally stops the bleeding here, and they are down by 9, 17-8. But a great serving there by Sophie Hooper that puts her team from a 4-point lead up to 9 points.
Maggie Kluge checking in for Sanders.
Kluge will play along the middle. She'll be their middle blocker. Borchard with the serve. He's going to stay in the back row. No one else can get to it, so here we go. Just got to go 1 point at a time for Waupun. Still time to get into it. You got to run some points together right now.
Certainly within range yet. It's doable.
Nikki Borchard back to serve. Nice serve right to the deep back row. Left side attack again, and that one is popped up. That's going to be overpassed, and back on the Waupun side. They got a chance right now. Holtz gets over to the left side right by the 10-foot line by Ava Van de Zandt, and she'll put it away. Waupun gets a couple of points together, get within 7 now, down 17-10. Borchard continues to serve, kind of moves over more to the right on this serve, and that's going to be blasted out of bounds. He got a couple points off it, but let's see if Waupun can get her right back. 18-10 now, the lead for Lake Mills. And we're going to see Lindsey Bender, their outside hitter, rotate to the back row now, and that'll bring Popowski back to the front row, their kill leader on the team. So Van de Zandt gets it to Schultz, back over to Van de Zandt behind the 10-foot line. It is popped up. Here goes Popowski from the left side, and about 8 feet off the net, off the court, and blast one out of bounds. So damage, just 1 point that Waupun lost on that, and back within 7. Hayden Schultz back to serve now for the Lady Warriors. Not a bad serve there. Nice. That chases the setter off the court. Just going to roll it over, so a free ball for Waupun. Borchard's going to go way, and that's going to be way up the court. Is that going to make it? No. And Borchard tried to pop it over her shoulder, get to Ava Van de Zandt, but it was way past her. She had to go back, and she tried to pop it in, but couldn't get it back over the net. Point for Lake Mills. Knuckleball action popped by Alexis Babish. Back row attack by Borchard is easily handled by Lake Mills. Left side attack by Popowski. Nice diving save by Borchard. Here goes Ava Van de Zandt from the left side, hard into the block. And back on the Waupun side, somehow they got it back over. Kluge pokes it back over, and a free chance here, but a little roll shot controlled in the back row by Holtz. Back set right side over to Alexis Babish. Nice save in the back row by Bender. Popowski pokes it over. Borchik's going to go back over to the right side. Sets over to Alexis Babish. Another diving save. Wow. Great job in the back row by Bender. Back to Ava Van de Zand on the left side. And that is, well, one's the ref saying, a line judge saying in, the other one saying out.
Yeah,
they're going to have a little conference with
come together and discuss it.
Really a delay call by the guy that was actually kind of down that line. He's right in the corner there, so both had a line call on that.
I think our young lady down there was going to say in as far as, no, I'm going
to say it's out of bounds.
You know, whether it was one guy's looking at length, one is looking at sideline. So
yeah. I would not want that job, by the way. I don't want anything to do with umpiring or refereeing or of any kind, but those close calls, they're tough. That one is floated up to the back row. And take it over on the second. A beautiful job there by Hayden Schultz to disguise the set over to the left side, so she just dumps it over on the second. It finds wide open court. Waupun trailing by 8, though. A lot of work to do. They're down by 8, 20-12. You only played at 25. You got to win by 2. Eva Van de Zand with a serve. Well controlled, though. A little slide on the right side. Oh, a pancake save by Borchert. But couldn't quite get it up to Ryan Babish. She dives to try to save it, but she slides her hand underneath it, pops it back in the air, but no one else could step in to keep it alive. 21-12 now, the lead for Waupun. That one kind of dies and just gets bumped over by Schultz. Tight to the net. Going to go left side to Popowski down the line. Off the block and then off the hands of Hayden Schultz out of bounds wide right. Point for Lake Mills now, just 3 points away from victory in the set number 1.
Good set there and a hard swing. Maybe the best kill of the night for the Elcats.
Little floater. Eva Van de Zand tight to the net on that one, and Waupun, they do get it back over, and that lands in. Nice job of Alexis Babish. She's kind of pokes her left arm over there and pops it over and gets it right on the 10-foot line, just in bounds.
Coach Megan Annan asking for a lift or a carry.
No,
official said nope. Can't blame coaches for trying.
No.
Yeah.
A little floater by Sanders in the back row, and that's going to chase the setter way to the back row. Nice shot from the back row, kept alive by Sanders, tight to the net for Ryan. Babish hard off the block, and Ryan puts it away. If nothing else, if you still lose this first set, maybe get a little momentum, run some points together, and see if you can make yourself feel a little bit better against them and take that into the second set and the rest of the match. 22-14. That one's kind of poked kind of awkwardly up to the front. Waupun will get a free chance here. Schultz will get it. Middle attack by Landl, and just popped over. Borchert getting the ball back to Schultz. Back set on the right side over to Alexis Babish, popped up by their libero. Crenshaw. And a shot from behind the 10-foot line into the net by Sophie Hooper. Kind of strung a couple points together now.
Still doable, Steve. I mean, it's you have to be so careful because there's just no room for error with a rally scoring.
You get the ball up to the front row, and then a good job by Borchert to keep it alive. Schultz is going to get over to Ryan Babish off the block, and that's going to chase out of bounds. They'll get a chance to get it back over deep, and it's going to be out of bounds wide left. So Waupun has strung 3 points together now. Let's see him get a few more here and just get some confidence. I don't know. Make a run. I've seen other crazy things happen.
Coaching staff having a good time about something right there. I don't know if it was a late call by the bench to let it go or what that they were happy about.
It's part of the duty of the bench, especially somebody along the line down there, to call if things are in or out back there. Babish hard off the block, cross court, controlled by the Elcats. Here goes left side attack. And it's a nice swing over there by Sophie Hooper. Tools it off the block, gets it to fall in the middle of Waupun's side of the court. 23-16. Lake Mills only 2 points away from a set number 1 victory.
It's disappointing Waupun got off to such a slow start tonight, dug that hole, and have played fairly even since that time.
Yeah, they were down by 10 points at one time. Borchert gets up tight to the net. Schultz just pokes it over. Good job by Landl to stay out of the net and get it back over. Good shot there, and that right side again. That's Hooper, who's been serving really well. Hit some nice ones on the left side. Normally their right side hitter, and it really wasn't a great set, but she did the most with it and got the kill. This is set number 1 point now for the Elcats, leading 24-16. Popowski with the serve. Borcher with a good pass to Schultz. That's going to be over the net, overpassed, and that is in. That is in. A delayed call by the official on the line there, but got it right. It was definitely in.
Yeah, you have the best view of anyone right where you're standing.
Yeah.
Straight down onto the court almost.
24-17. And Alexis Babish back to serve for the Lady Warriors. Good pass this time. Kind of tight to the net, actually. And pushed over by the Elcats. Schultz will get it. Go far left side of Ryan Babish. Hard off the block. Nice job to keep that ball alive. This is Babish gets it. Borchard from the back row puts it over. Attack from the left side is going to be a cross-court shot out of bounds by Lindsey Bender. 24-18 in favor of the Lady Warriors. Another serve for Alexis Babish. It's a good pass. They get it up to their setter, Bruce. Hard off the block by Hooper, but controlled by the Elcats. A block up again from Landel. We're going to back to Landel, hard off the block, but again, Bruce pops it back up. Right side attack by Hooper into the block and out of bounds. And that is a point for the Elcats, and they win the first set 25-18. And Randy and I will be back coming up in just 2.5 minutes with the second set from Waupun High School on Radio Plus Sports.
Hey, you sure do like to sneeze.
You want me to rake the leaves?
It's the dust in the air. You like to sneeze.
No, I don't remember Louise.
This is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Dust allergens and even mold could be hiding in your air conditioning ducts. It's best to get them clean now. We will get your air clean, system more efficient, and home safe. One of our most trusted brands is American Standard. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Can't say I've ever been overseas.
Call Allface to stop your sneeze.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Steve Witterhack and Randy Armgood with you for the second set. Slow start for Waupun, Randy, and kind of dug a hole they couldn't get back from, but had some good moments to kind of make it a little interesting. Got within 4 about halfway through that first set, but they lose 25-18.
Yeah, and you've taught me more about volleyball in the last few years than I ever knew. And one of the things with the rally scoring, how long has this been around now?
It's about 2002, right around that time.
So a long time already. Okay,
it was
so,
still, it was still that serving.
Right
at the point when they first were at the Resch Center, which was 2000 or 2001.
The problem is if you get behind by 8 or 10 points early in a set, it's tough to come back with that rally scoring because You just can't afford to have a errant serve or, just a miss hit at any point, and it changes everything. So tougher to come back when you're down.
My niece Holly actually had a really nice, she served all 15 points with the server.
The old system.
And she served all 15 points against Little Chute, but then they went and lost the second set after that, but ended up winning state. So here we go. We're underway here in the second set. Shot is hit out of bounds, kind of chasing up towards the net. Lindsey Bender had a great set, tried to do a little bit too much with it, and Waupun gets the first point, leading 1-0, and back to serve for the Lady Warriors is Sanders. Audrey Sanders in now. Serve for the Warriors. Yeah, it was a nasty serve, but well handled by their libero.
Wow.
Another hard hit for that left side. That's going to go. I'm going to say that was in. I thought they both backed off and let it go.
Yeah.
And okay.
Our down linesman saying I couldn't see it, I think, because of bodies.
Yeah.
And he went to the chair, and he said, it was in. It was close. We know that.
Popowski gets a set right towards the middle. Sometimes you take that left side hitter and you bring him in from the left side. And Waupun did that a lot when they had my niece Holly Visser at the time, Holly Marwitz, and also Brittany Dogner. And that was the one way they kind of opened them up a little bit more with their limited places they could go to put the ball away.
Good
and
serve.
that's going to shank off the arm. Libero's been pretty solid, Tate Crenshaw, but that one just shanks off her arm, and nice serving. Here again, probably Waupun's best server with Sanders back there. Audrey does a great job.
Yeah, I've played some limited volleyball in my life, and I know I would not want, I would not want to serve receive that. That is tough.
Well, down the line with that one, nasty serve. There's an ace right down the line, and they're looking to try to say it was out of bounds. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. I think that was clearly in.
Yeah, she mixes it up all over the court. Say compared to our pickleball and stuff, when you're just finding different places you put it that they don't expect, and that was right down the line, just a bullet. 5-0 Waupun. What a great start. This is going to be tight to the net. Back set right side over to Hooper. Very effective right side hitter. And she puts it away, Sophie Hooper. And the worst part with her is she had a really nice stretch against Waupun in that first set, and here she rotates back to serve. I think they ran about 7 or 8 off when she served, and when Waupun got within 4, and she pulled them up by 10. And that one shanks off from Borchardt's hands, and like I said, she's a great swinger, and then you put her in the back row as a server. Deadly.
Yeah, some good serving by both teams in this match here tonight. First set I thought was served well by both Waupun and the L-Cats.
Hooper again with a serve. That no spin in that thing at all. Just a knuckleball. Right side attack now by Alexis Babish. Black back on the Waupun side. Borchard by the 10-foot line rolls it over. Bruce gets it up to Popowski, and she's hitting from the middle and puts it away off the block. Nice job by Victoria Popowski. They had her away on that left side, but kind of using her as a middle hitter here for the first couple swings, and they have out on the outside Lindsey Bender. Maybe it's just the rotation. Outside attack, and that is popped in the air by Crenshaw. Going to poke it to the back corner, and chasing it down to Sanders. Tumped over on the second hit. The second time Waupun has done that. Schultz disguises it. That second shot, dump shot, and gets the kill. Waupun up by 3 now, 6-3. Alexis Babbage back to serve now. Kind of a knuckleball in her serve. Back set right side on the slide. Popowski's going to miss out of bounds. Long.
Nice looking play. Just a couple of feet long there. Thought she was going to come cross court more towards the middle, but hey, the good news is Waupun off to a much better start in this set.
Yeah, that's a nice hit. They started down like 5-0 to start things. That's tight to the net. Off the block, up the line by Schultz. Probably the 10-foot line putting it in, but controlled by the L-Cats. Swing on the right side by Bender. Back over the left side. The swing, that is dug out nicely by Popowski in the back row. Another shot by Bender. A good save by Borchard to get to it. Here goes the swing in the left side And out of bounds, trying to go down the line with it was Ryan Babish. That's a point for the L-Cats.
Alexis Babish covering a lot of ground, calling that ball all the way.
Back to serve, Lindsey Bender. Floats one to the back corner. Sanders thrown off a little bit with that one. Kept on floating back there and takes a little swing at it. Can't control. And some points in a row here for the L-Cats, getting within 2 now. 7-5 the lead for Waupun. Bender with another serve. Good pass this time by Sanders. Dumped over in the second. Hit Waupun. Successful all 3 attempts they've done. So that second shot, dump shot, that time by Alexis Babish. 2 of them by Schultz, 1 by Babish. Sometimes that just takes them, they're all waiting for that hard hit, and that comes in there. It just throws them out of their system and stops the bleeding. Waupun up by 3 now. Waupun can run a few points together. Bruce gets that. Their libero kind of chunks a shot. Tate Crenshaw trying to poke it over, but mishits it into the net. Point for Waupun, leading now 9-5 in set 2. They're down 1-0 in the match.
Crenshaw's a good one, but she's missed a couple of shots that she would normally make, I would think.
Bruce will get it. Here goes Popowski, and that was perfect timing. She was waiting up in the air for that nice low set just above the net. She just cranks one down right to the back line off the swing of Victoria Popowski.
She is a senior. Looking at some of the players on this team, a mix of sophomore, juniors, and seniors. No freshmen playing up on the varsity.
She didn't have a lot of kills in that first set from that left side, but from the middle, man, she's put about 3 or 4 of them away here in this second set. Very effective there so far. Back set right side over to Hayden Schultz is popped in the air. Bruce gets it, going to go left side back over to Popowski over there, and rattles it off a few of the Waupun Lady Warriors, and they can't control. Point for the L-Cats. They're back within 2, 9-7. Serve now for Brooke Palmer. I'd say Palmer's the one that's been getting some of those nice hits in the middle. Kind of giving credit to Popowski, but it's actually Palmer. Sorry for that for the L-Cat fans out there.
A little miscommunication there by the Warriors. Ball just drops harmlessly to the floor.
Palmer continues to serve from that far left side. Kind of mishandled ball. Ava Van de Zand will pop it back on the court, and then Holtz tries to put a low line driver, but a little too low into the net. Now tied at 9 apiece. Nice comeback here by Lake Mills.
Welcome to our 39 computers logged in right now.
Far left side over to Ava Van de Zand, hard up the block, and Waupun will get it back now with a lead, 10-9. Ava, nice swing on that one. And don't forget to join us tomorrow. Me and Randy are going to take that long trip over to Adams Friendship.
Dodge all the deer on the way.
There are worried about that on the way back. I'm really worried about it. We'll be 4 eyes on the road on that one.
There's a lot of deer in that country. I know that.
Borchard with the serve. Nice serve. That's going to get overpassed and putting up. Bert, that's the exact way that Keith Milkowski always said you should handle it. You don't want it. Doesn't want you to go up and just swing and hammer it down on the overpasses. Maggie Kluge goes up, directs it to the open spot on the floor, and that's textbook Keith Milkowski on that one. Of course, was the coach when Amanda Hopp was the setter for Waupun back in 2002 and 03. That's poked over by Holtz. Controlled tight to the net. Diving save. Good job by Alexis Babish. Here goes Schultz from the right side down the line. The libero Crenshaw keeps it alive. And it's just bumped deep over to Holtz. Passes it up front over to Babish, and a hard swing from the left side from Ava Van de Zand. A lot of great saves on both teams to keep that to a long rally. Waupun comes up with a point, leading 12-9 now.
So good to see Ava back on the court or the field or whatever she's going to be doing.
Yeah.
And just seeing, I don't know if she's completely 100% back yet. She doesn't look quite as explosive, but certainly.
That's off the shoulder, and somehow they keep it alive yet. And they're going to bump it over and give themselves another chance. Going to back set right side over to Hayden. Schultz just has one perfect set that time. There's only one blocker up. The other player couldn't get over there. And she hammers it past everybody. Hayden Schultz puts it away with just one player to beat. 13-9 Waupun. 4-point run now for the Lady Warriors. Mickey Borchert continues to serve, doing a great job this run through. Hard into the net, and usually when you get about that third or fourth point in a row, and there's going to be one in there where you kind of reach back just a little bit further, and you try to just bullet one over, and she put that one into the net. But coaches don't mind that, especially if you got the lead and you run some points off your serve too. They don't mind that at all.
So much of it is about the toss. Like you said, throw it a little bit too far back. And
little attack by Kluge, blocked back on the Waupun side. It's going to get bumped over by Alexis Babish. Bruce gets it, middle attack. And putting it away is Mylan Fullerton. Good job by Fullerton on that swing. Gets her team back within 2. It's now 13-11 in favor of Waupun. Looking to try to tie this thing up at one set apiece. Bruce with a serve knuckleball action. That thing just died. A nasty little knuckleball dived in front of Ava Van de Zan on that really nice serve by Deborah Bruce. Has her team back within a point now. 13-12. Lead now for Waupun. Bruce with another serve, just another floater. That's handled. Middle attack now, and a nice job just directing it up to the right side. Great vision on that one by Waupun's Maggie Kluge. She was all squared up to hit the ball right in front of her or to the left, and she just pats it over to the right. Nobody even close to it. She gets the kill. Waupun back up by 2, 14-12.
Maggie Kluge, also softball player. She may be taking over those catching duties for Waupun.
Bruce gets the pass, going to go right side over to Popowski, and the block is up. Nice job. At Kluge up on that one. Ava Van de Zan put up the wall on the left side, and they get the point on the block kill. It was her sister that was on the softball team that just graduated out of the program, her older sister.
Yes.
Good pass over to Bruce, middle attack again, just pushed over, and Waupun will control. Borchard will get it. Back row attack by Holtz is controlled. Left side attack now by Hooper. Kind of throws one over.
My thought exactly.
And back set on the right side by Popowski. Waupun off the block controls. Going to go back over to Ava Van de Zan. It's going to reset her feet, but gets it over. Here go the Elcats. Left side by Hooper off Ava Van de Zan's hands up in the rafters, and somehow they're going to get the ball over off from Hooper's fingertips and kept alive by Crenshaw chasing it down. Back on the Waupun side. Quick set over to Kluge in the middle again. Great rally going on right now. Hooper with it. Down the line off the block of Alexis Babish. And it ends up point for the Elcats.
Yeah, they're going to.
Well, just a touch.
They didn't.
But you just call it a touch is what that signal normally is when you touch the top of your flag.
Official said point Waupun, though, at the time, so that's why they're gathering.
Yeah, that was an easy call off the block, but sometimes when you're right over the top of the play, you don't see things either. Being up on that ladder. 2-point lead for Waupun. They would really like to win this second set. They trail 1-0. Popowski back to serve, gets a little tape job, and Waupun can't get it over in 3. They've had a couple of those big tape shots already that have helped out. Have been a friendly net, I would say, more towards the Elcats in this match so far.
One that rolled all the way down the net and landed in. Yeah, they've had some good fortune.
Popowski continues to serve, has her team back within a point. Good pass this time to Schultz. Here goes Ava Van de Zan, and gets the big tool shot off the block. Much needed point for Waupun. They go back up by 2. It's kind of what they've been doing. They let them get within a point, then they get it back and put it away, and they'll run a few off, and hopefully they can do the same right now. Ava Van de Zan with a bullet serve, but man, I think that might have been out of bounds, but no time to react to that by Tate Crenshaw. 100-mile fastball came right at her and couldn't even react to get out of the way.
Fastball with some movement on it.
Waupun back up by 3, 17-14. This is almost coming right back to us here up in the booth. Back set right side over to Alexis Babish, goes to the back row and just misses a few inches long. Would have been huge to get that one, but back within 2 points now are the Elcats, trailing 17-15. Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Logged on. Hopefully you got 2 screens going. Packers on one. Got the volleyball on the other one. Today's technology, that is possible. quick set in the middle, and a great swing there by Kluge, making the most of this trip through the front row. She puts it away to the back right. Nice trip as she rotates out now, and Jalen Landl will rotate in, along with Sanders popping in the game now for Waupun. I think it shot out the door.
It did.
I still remember that back when Keith Milkowski got his 900th win. Somebody hit the blasted one out, and all of a sudden somebody came flying out, didn't see who it was, grabbed the ball and ran right out the side door, and he didn't come back in with it, just ran out the door with it. Big swing in the middle, and that one out of bounds by Brooke Palmer. Again, I apologize for having up calling Palmer Popowski, and Waupun leading now by 4, 19-15. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back right after this with more Warrior Volleyball on Radio Plus Sports.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
Okay, we are back. Finishing that little story that I had about that volleyball off the court and somebody chasing it, then ran right out the side door. Doug Dogner went to see where the ball went and where that guy went. He looks out the door and turns around. I don't see anybody out here. It was Veggie Van Galen who had it, and eventually I think he gave it, and they got the volleyball signed by the players and stuff, and gave it to Keith Milkowski. Instead of getting in trouble, he had it. Here's your ball for the 900th victory that you had.
I was the one that saved this ball for you, yes.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Good recovery.
Yeah. Right side attack by Hooper. That is popped up in the back row by Sanders. Left side attack now by Ryan Babish, is pushed up by Bruce. Going to get it over, and just pushed over, diving save, and now Waupun can't quite get to it. Nice touch on that one by Lindsey Bender. Finding that open spot on the court and doing the most with it.
Bender's had a few of those tonight. That's about her third or fourth time she just redirected the ball to the hole on the other side. And
but that finally helping Waupun out there. It does not let Hooper, who is getting their best server, at least so we've seen in this match so far. So Waupun will get a free point off that service there. And got a 4-point lead yet, 20-16, and see if they can run a few more off with Alexis Babish rotating back to serve for Waupun.
So I'd like serving in this situation, Babish.
No, she's rock solid right up there with the top servers. And attack from the left side into the net from Lindsey Bender. Wildcats showing a little chink in their armor when they look so clean really in the beginning of that first set. But Waupun has picked up their game too, which causes some of that to happen. Little knuckleball, and that's going to be up to the net. And a great job. That one just died. No spin on it whatsoever, and died right in front of their libero, Tate Crenshaw. And we've got another timeout. Back in 30 seconds with more Warrior Volleyball on Radio Plus Sports.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Again, thanks for joining us here tonight. A really entertaining second set. Better for the Waupun perspective of things as they're up 22-16. Steve Winterhack and Randy Armgood with you. Alexis Babish with the serve. Not a great pass. Bruce just pops it in the air. That is just rolled over. It's tight to the net, and that's going to get blocked. Good job at the net by Brooke Palmer, who is number 2. And a point there for the L-Cats. They're down by 5, 22-17.
Well, Waupun looks loose. A lot of smiles out there.
You see Bender with the serve. Good pass over to Alexis Babish. Right side over to his sister Ryan Babish. We get right back over to Popowski. Cross-court shot, diving save by Borchard's going to get pushed over. Good job by Sanders. Left side attack again by Popowski, and again with a block up there. It's tight to the net. And a good shot to the back row, but a good job keeping it alive. Popowski Just dumps it over the top of the block. Waupun gets to it behind the 10-foot line. Ryan Babish. Quick set over. That's going to be out of bounds wide right on the nice swing by Brooke Palmer.
Fairly close, but definitely out.
Waupun gets the point now. They should be within a couple of points of winning the second set. That was 22 before.
Yes, it was. They don't
23 up there now. 23-17. 23-17 the score. Waupun 2 points away from tying this match up. That's tight to the net. The block is up. Up there was Ava Van de Zand going up. You can always tell which one actually got their hands on it. Landed right by her, but the wall was up. Puts it down on the overpass, and Waupun now sitting at set number 2 point, 24-17. Babish with the serve. Bruce gets chased to the back row. Popowski does somehow get it back over, and they're going to get the point. Great job by Victoria Popowski. Bruce couldn't quite get it to where she needed it, but she got it over effectively, and Waupun can't get it after 2 swings at it, and point going to the L-Cats. Here goes Palmer with the serve. The ball set over Ava Bandes, and we'll just bump it over. A free ball here for Lake Mills. Popowski gets it off the block. Waupun controls. Going to go back over to the right side, over to Schultz, and hits it hard off the block, and Waupun wins the second set 25-18. They lost the first set 25-18, and we are tied at 1 set apiece here at Waupun. Back in just 2 minutes with the third set. Should be a great third set coming up. Really nice to get that little advantage in that third set to go up 2-1. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmson name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Okay, we are back, and that's a pretty nice lighthearted little timeout between the two matches, 2 sets for Waupun. Amanda Hopp everybody seems pretty loose out there. They're smiling, having a good time, and Waupun played much better in that second set, forcing the issue. Great serving for Waupun. Had some great moments by a lot of players out there. I was really impressed with a trip to the front row by Maggie Kluge, putting some points away for Waupun in that spot, and the serving was rock solid. So Yeah, Waupun looking much better and winning convincingly 25-18.
Kluge and Ava Van both having really nice sets.
A little quick set over to Kluge, and so we break her up, and she tries that little dump shot off to the right, which is effective that last set, but this time doesn't enough to clear the net. So first point going to Lake Mills. Back to serve as their setter, Deborah Bruce. Good job getting the ball off on a low serve. Bruce pops it back up, and just can't get to it. Nice job by Waupun.
Babish with a good swing there. Everything about that looked better, the timing. And
I like the energy for Waupun. I see a lot of smiles on their face, and they looked a little lost, a little out of sorts in that first set.
It's all about the start. Get off to that good start.
Tied at 1 apiece. Sanders with a serve, a little knuckleball action. Cross-court shot. Nice swing there by Popowski. Getting a good swing before she rotates to the back row.
She's a good one. She's got the entire repertoire in her game there. She's a hard swinger. She locates well.
Yeah, she gets off the ground.
Hits from the middle. Can see why she's their leader.
Yeah. Right side attack now from Alexis Babish has popped in the air. And Hooper just bumps it over on the third hit. Borchard getting the ball over to Sanders. Tight to the net. Good job by Ryan Babish to just get her back over the net. And again, one just pushed over by Sanders to the back row. Left side attack now off the block. Sanders pops it back up. Going to go back over to Ryan Babish off the block. Live, Sanders tries to get to it. Borchard takes a big roundhouse swing to try to pop that ball over. She's running away from the net. And can't do it, so now a 3-1 lead for Lake Mills.
She went down hard, but popped right up. Rubbing her hip a little bit, and then she said, I'm ready to go.
Popowski continues to serve. Good pass this time. And it's hard off the block, but controlled again by the L-Cats. It's off the court, but Borchard will pass the ball up. Right side attack now by, good job. Set over by the right side, just inside the 10-foot line, maybe a little bit off the court on that swing by Alexis Babish. Finds the middle of the court wide open, and point for Waupun, trailing 3-2. Babish with the serve now for Waupun, trying to tie this thing up. Back row attack. That's going to be out of bounds on a big swing by Lindsey Bender. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Waupun will take the point, ties it up at 3 apiece.
Babish just puts the L-Cats on their heels right from the beginning with a good quality serve.
Ooh, nasty. Just diving, and when they got over the net on that, no spin on the ball whatsoever. And hits the floor right in front of Lindsey Bender. That's an ace serve there for Alexis Babish. Waupun leading now 4-3. And again, mishandled ball by Tate Crenshaw. Maybe caught the tape a little bit, but Crenshaw just shanks it off to the left. Waupun continues to roll.
Mishandled ball, but credit Babish with the just quality serving.
Right at the middle back, and they can send on the right side over to Hooper. Takes a big swing. She's a very effective. You don't see, the right side hitters, they usually do pretty well over there. A lot of them I've seen, but she's very effective. They use her just like you'd use the left side hitter normally. She can put them away. Good swing. For a right-handed hitter. Usually it's a left-hander over there that's very effective. It's tight to the net, and Landl will put it away. A little quick set to the middle hitter. Jalen Landl puts it away in a perfect set by Babish.
Landl's been quiet for a bit here. She had a nice start in that first set. Went a little bit quiet. That was her best shot of the evening.
Continues the roll now, up 6-4. And Ryan Babish back to serve for Waupun. That's going to be tight to the net to Bruce, but she gets it over the left side. Nice swing on that left side by Lindsey Bender. Just hammers one down to the middle back. Back within a point now is Lake Mills. Very important set here. You like to, if you're tied at 1 apiece, you want to have that little 2-1 advantage. So you make the other team have to beat you 2 in a row.
Another great serve. Both teams serving well.
Ava Van de Zandt cross court. Nice job by Crenshaw. Popped up, and somehow Waupun's they get it back over. They're going to say it went around the backside of the antenna. Nice job for Ava Vandezand to try to get it back over, but just couldn't quite. It was about 6-7 inches over and get it on the other side of the antenna. We're tied at 6 apiece. Coming right back at us. He's going to get bumped over by Sanders in the back row. Outside attack, and a good job off the block. Going to go over to Ava Vandezand, pushes it deep. Pop back over to Bruce, middle attack, push to the back, and that's going to be out of bounds off the push shot there by Brooke Palmer. Directs it about 2 feet out of bounds deep. Waupun with a point, leading 7-6.
These two teams are very evenly matched. It's been fun to watch. Quality defense, quality serving.
Nikki Borchard comes in to serve now for Waupun. Maybe she'll have a nice run. No, a little too hot on that first serve. She's had some nice runs here in the match so far for Waupun, but blasts that one out of bounds. Yeah, Waupun, a busy school today. They had a tennis match earlier when our stream team came up. They couldn't find any parking places close to the door because they had a bunch of people watching tennis. They had football players that hadn't left from practice yet. Outside attack by Ava Vandezand down the line, and looking for a touch on that one. Now you're going to get it, too. A touch right in front of the up referee, and Waupun will get the point.
Again, Coach Annan asking. She did not see the touch. Personally, I didn't see it either, but
didn't see it real plain, but
it
doesn't take much. You watch some of those replays they show in college, and you see a finger
move.
Just moved a fraction of an inch.
He was very confident in the call right there, and he was.
He was within 2-3
feet
of it.
Yeah, he was very close to it. He could have heard the touch.
Hellcats held it till they finally had the Coach Annan had her piece with that one, but Waupun takes the lead now 8-7. Schultz down the line with that serve. Bruce sets it left side over to Popowski off the block. Borchard steps in, passes to Schultz. A big swing there by Waupun's Ava Vandezand, but it's dug out by the Hellcats. Schultz gets it, quick set, and a nice swing. Again, effective swing by Waupun's Maggie Kluge. Going hard off the block. Good saves on both sides to keep some hard-hit balls alive. Waupun opens up a 2-point lead, leading now 9-7. Both teams 2-0 coming in, the only undefeated teams in the Capital North Conference. Popowski's little roll shot is he can't quite control it. Shoots off to the right in the original hit. Now point for Lake Mills. Now we're going to get used to that trip soon. We got two teams in Lake Mills. The Lakeside Lutheran is just across the street.
Literally across the street. Yeah, it's amazing. Two schools within 100 yards of each other.
Borchard rolls it to the middle back. Good pass over to Bruce. Left side attack now by Popowski down the line and out of bounds deep. Point for Waupun. It's kind of how they did that second set. They just kind of let them get within a point, then maybe Waupun will pull ahead a little bit, and mirroring that first second set of this match. Another good, beautiful serve there by Ava Vandezand, just a bullet. They do find a way to get it back over the net. Quick set over to Kluge, blocked back over on the Waupun side. Borchard will get it back over to Ryan Babish. Control, Bruce will get it. Go far left side to Popowski. Block is up. Great job by Alexis Babish going up with that right hand. She tried to cut it back past her. It goes up with the right hand, just puts it right back down to the floor. Waupun gets the point, leading 11-8. That's some athleticism and getting above the net right there for Waupun.
Yeah, some hang time.
Nice hard serves by Ava Vandezand. Back row attack. And that one's going to find the way on the floor. Nice attack from about 10 feet off the net.
Gym looks good, Steve. Nice and bright.
Yeah.
You can tell the floor was resurfaced again this summer or late summer, and looks so clean and nice.
Knuckleball action. Good job by Ryan Babish. Had her hands out until the last second. Lets it go. Falls out of bounds wide right.
And pull her hands back and her feet. almost hit her toe.
Nice job there, Waupun. Back up by 3, 12-9 of the 1-1 in sets in this match. Got to win 3 to win the match. The pass over to Bruce this time. Right side attack by Popowski. Bumped up by Ava Van de Zand. Back set by Schultz on the right side. Popped in the middle of the court. Set tight to the net. The left hand that time by Ryan Babish. And a nice swing again by Hooper. He's had some nice swings here in this game, and Sophie Hooper puts it away from the left side. Waupun with a 2-point lead, leading 12-10. I want to thank any of our radio listeners out there, too, who's been requested that we do radio. We have been in all the Waupun games, football, basketball, baseball, whatever. Keeping that alive. That is bumped out of bounds, and now just a 1-point lead for Waupun, 12-11.
Waupun able to maintain that lead, but ever so slightly.
Popowski continues to serve. Another good pass. There's Ryan Babish on the left side. Nice strong shot right down the line off the hands of the setter, Deborah Bruce, and out of bounds deep. And they go again. Let them get within a point and get the next point to pull ahead. A little bit more. 13-11 now, Waupun.
Alexis Babish on the serve. Been very good tonight.
That shanked off to the right side to Summer. Good job by Hooper to punch it back in. Well, now she got that one. Big swing by Jalen Landell in the front row. Just rears back and unloads on it. Off one of the players for Lake Mills, and the point for Waupun, leading 14-11. I like the energy, everything positive for Waupun right now. They're definitely mentally in this one. Hooper from the right side. Good job by Borchert to pop it up. Backside on the right side, block up, and just can't quite control it. A good job by Lindsey Bender to finally put the ball away for Lake Mills. Back within 2 now are the L-Cats.
A number of these girls playing a little bit of fall ball, softball as well. Get outside in some quality weather and fresh air on a Sunday.
Schultz from the left side, hard off the block. Smashes it past the double block. Waupun gets it back, leading by 3, 15-12. And what a great program. They keep that softball diamond alive, playing a little fall ball. And
I think they only do it for about 3 weeks, just enough to keep the kids, involved and fresh.
This gets rolled over, and a good job stepping in, Alexis Babish. Gave a Van de Zand by the 10-foot line. It's popped up by Crenshaw. Left side attack now by Bender off the block, and then finds the floor. Point for Lake Mills. Great third set here. Nice, closely contested third set. Holtz will check in now to play along the back row. Go right at her as she comes into the game. Goes Ava Van de Zand hard off the double block and finds the floor. Kill for Van de Zand. Point for Waupun, leading now 16-13.
Make sure our rotations are solid and good, and don't want to give away a point that way.
Now they got called for being out of rotation, and that was when things were not going well in that first set. But everything pretty crisp by really both teams so far. Good job by Babish to pop the ball up. Borchett will go back right side over to Hayden Schultz. Popped up by Crenshaw. Left middle attack there, and a good job by Palmer finding her. And that's where you bring the speed in your ball game, and you move it fast by just setting that thing directly just above the net, and your middle hitter goes up and hammers it down. Palmer puts it away. Back to serve now for Lake Mills is Lindsey Bender, rotating to the back row. That'll put Popowski up to be the left side hitter in this rotation. Nice set now over to Kluge, and she puts it away. There's another one to answer the same thing. Pops it up just above the net, and Kluge goes up and directs it to the right and gets a kill. 17-14 the lead now for Waupun, trying to go ahead 2-1 in this match.
Some direction from Amanda Hop there, trying to get everybody in the right spots.
I don't know if anybody's calling where they want the serves to go. Some coaches have that on their clipboards, but she's not
I haven't seen it from either team tonight, unless it's coming from the bench. But, yeah, the head coaches, neither one of them calling serve position.
Schultz will get it. Going to go right side over to Van de Zan, and that's going to be out of bounds deep. They're going to say, is that off the touch?
They're saying touch.
Well, Shannon not happy for Lake Mills. I think she got wronged on that one, but I'm not sure where that would.
Well, the touch call came from her.
Yeah.
They're going to say no. Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's
going to uphold the, or as they'd say on NFL, confirm the call.
There we go. Waupun back up by 3, 18-15. Ava Van de Zan with the serve. Low line driver. And that one is 5 feet out of bounds deep. They're getting their money's worth on those serves. And Waupun up by 2, 18-16 in the third set here. Winning the first set was Lake Mills, 25-18. Waupun wins the second set, 25-18. Tied at 1 apiece.
Quarterback Chase Beam running that one down for us.
Yeah. He's been having a heck of a season.
He certainly has.
Yeah, he's a beast out there, running people over now, and got a great arm, got a great receiving core. Got some great production of so many players out there. Graham Goldpollen, just an unbelievable running back for Waupun. Got Logan Prawl is a great target out there for Waupun, and putting up some big numbers, 200 yards receiving this past week with 2 touchdowns. Oh, 201 on Randy's official.
Yeah, the official stat sheet said 2. I had 201. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that if I can get within a yard.
But man, you did it. You nailed it. If the official one was only a yard, you're only a yard off.
Yeah, but Beam, he's had big numbers. Prawl, as you said, man, it's been fun to watch this team.
And we have got a timeout taken by Waupun. We're tied at 18 apiece. Back in 30 seconds with more Warrior Volleyball on Radio Plus Sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders, brake clods, and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Packers are.
Here we go. You're tied at 18 apiece. Waupun takes a timeout. And continuing to serve will be Lake Mills. Had a few 3-point leads in there. Just couldn't quite get any more gap between them and the Hellcats, and they come back and tie things up. They've got their center, Deborah Bruce, back to serve. Little floater. Good pass over middle attack by Kluge is popped up, controlled. Goes Hooper from the right side. I tell you, even those shots where she's kind of reaching back behind her, she still gets a lot of mustard on it, and she puts it away. Impressive swing there, and not a great set for Sophie Hooper, but she puts it away.
This is a nice team we're watching here tonight. Both teams are playing very good volleyball.
Just one of those deceiving knuckleball high floaters that just come down a little faster than you think, and Orchard couldn't get to it. Now a 2-point lead that Lake Mills has opened up in this third set. Orchard, decent, not a great pass that time. It's going to go over and out of bounds. Again, handling serving right now, a problem for Waupun. Got to get it back right now. Waupun down by 3. They were up by 3. A 6-point run here, basically. Right side attack off the block, and that's going to be chased out of bounds, but it's going to go back over the net to the Waupun side. Borchert, good pass over to Schultz, takes it over the second hit, and it's popped up, and that's going to be Waupun's point. Again, every time they've done that little dump shot on the second hit, Waupun has got a point off it. So use it very sparingly. Can't do it too often, and Waupun has had success every time, and that's a key spot to do it.
As you mentioned earlier, this is a critical set right here with tied 1-1.
Sanders with a nasty serve. Catches the net on the way over. Left side attack by Hooper. And diving in was Sanders trying to get to it, and Ryan Babish kind of sticks her arm out there, and shoots off her hands and to no one. So back to a 3-point lead for Lake Mills.
3-point lead and 22 total points. That's the scary part.
Yeah, can't trade points anymore. You got to run some right now. Middle attack by Jalen Landl is controlled. Pushed to the back corner. Borchard pops the ball over to Schultz. Goes Ryan Babish down the line. A big-time kill at the right time for Waupun. Ryan Babish puts it away down the left line.
And a little emotion out of Babish after she hit that one.
It's go time right now. Can't trade points. You got to run some together and see if you can get that lead back. Now a timeout taken by Coach Megan Annan. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Warrior Volleyball on Radio Plus Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Okay, we are back. Now a timeout taken by Coach Megan Annan and Waupun. Seeking a position now to try to maybe get the lead back. String a few together right now. 22-20 the lead for Lake Mills. Nice comeback by them.
And Alexis Babish back to serve. I like it.
Yeah.
Waupun's got a number of gals that can serve, but yeah, she's had a lot of success tonight. She's fun to watch. Very aggressive.
Babish's serve. That one just dies, and it's going to be overpassed. And Waupun, they do get it back over the net. And good job by Waupun. Looked like they were going to mishandle it. A ball that was just kind of floating there. They popped it up, and nice job by Landl to put a little extra something on it. And Lake Mills can't handle it. Waupun back within a point now. 22-21 they trail. The serve for Babish. Nice looking serves again. They couldn't handle it, and behind the 10-foot line, block goes up, back over on the Lake Mills side, and miscommunication on the Lake Mills side, and who's going to grab that ball? Kind of backing away from it was Lindsey Bender, and Bruce thought that Bender was going to get it. Bender thought that Bruce was going to get it, and hits the floor. Waupun ties it up at 22 apiece.
And immediately Bender heads for the bench.
Ooh, just a little change of pace on that. Another overpass ball, another free shot here for Waupun. Ryan Babish from the side, and that one is just out of bounds off the block on the right side. Just maybe by an inch long. And Waupun has done it. They've got the lead back at 23-22. Alexis Babish, again, back to serve. Some nasty serving. They again can't control it cleanly. Borchard just pushes it to the front. Backside on the right side over to Schultz cross court. That one is pushed up and a little roll shot. Kept alive by Schultz. Going to go back to Schultz on the right side. Down the line right at the libero, Tate Crenshaw. All she can do is protect her face on that one, and it hits her hands off the floor. Waupun now sitting at set number 3 point. What a nice comeback by Waupun. We're going to keep it right here, but boy, a nice series there by Waupun, down by a couple points, and now they're up by 2 points. A nice run on that serving by Alexis Babish.
Yeah, that's where it all started, just putting the Elcats on their heels a little bit. They didn't get a chance to get their offense going, and right there, and Waupun making some critical plays when needed to be.
Yeah, that was a nice run. That's what they needed. That's all they could do. And they did a great job. Like you said, they couldn't get that good pass to get into their system. And they're just kind of popping over. We're giving Waupun free chances.
Coach Hopp with a lot of words of encouragement right there. It's kind of a calming influence on the team.
I like it. I like the vibe looking down there in their huddles.
Yeah,
that's the same as Keith Milkowski, the greatest coach of all time in the state of Wisconsin. Some of those would be, sometimes he'd just walk away and he'd let his assistant coach handle that. And if he was involved, usually it was the guy to fire the girls up a little bit. He's down in Gulf Shores right now. He spends like 4 months down there.
Do your coaching and practice. Let the games speak for themselves.
Alexis Babish with the serve. This time it's a good pass over to Bruce. Going to go right side over to Hooper with it. Block is up. Right side attack. Waupun controls. Here we go. Quick set over to Jalen Landl is controlled. Oh, and falling down is Bruce trying to get to him. Waupun's going to win 25-22. And we'll take a break right now. Waupun goes up 2-1 over the L-Cats, and we'll be back with set number 4. Stick around. Should be a good one. Be back right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.
Home and Auto Sales, Waupun Equipment Company, Ballweg Implement, New Medical Center, Ergo Bank, Torres Tree Service, All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, Pino Construction, Burhags Furniture Mart, Bent's Automotive, American Family Insurance Agent Christine Fiel, C. Broxma Electric, Dentistry of Wisconsin, The Other Bar, Waupun's Pizza Ranch, Werner Harmsen Furniture, National Exchange Bank and Trust.
And we are back. What a great third set, Randy. It was a lead changing hands back and forth, and a nice little pull away by the Lake Mills to get themselves within 3 points of winning that third set, but a great comeback, great serving, I thought, by Alexis Babish in there, and they got it done, winning 25-22.
Yeah, what a way to open up a new conference here with these two teams in the Capital North, and hopefully this is a little indication of what kind of competition we're going to see, not only volleyball, but maybe basketball and boys basketball, and maybe some athletic teams in this league. Capital North.
Yeah, we'll see how much we like it. I don't like that we're the furthest north. We're going to be the most extreme north, south, east, west when we get into conference.
Be nice to be in the middle for travel times. That's correct.
Yeah. Waupun will serve, leading 2-1 now. Audrey Sanders with the serve and blast one out of bounds. And how she started the other set out. I think the beginning of the game she did that. She blasted one out on her first serve attempt. She'll be all right. She's a very effective weapon in that service line for Waupun. Bruce with the serve. She kind of went down hard, but she's all right now at the end of that third set. Big swing by Alexis Babish, controlled. Popowski on the left side over the top of the block, right over by Hayden Schultz off her hands on the floor. Point 4. Lake Mills leading 2-0. They got a chance a little bit to talk to Megan Annan, their head coach for Lake Mills. Good person to talk to. Again, well, they guess time they get to one, but finally going to get it right back. Left side attack by Ryan Babish. Bruce will get it. Back sets over to Hooper on the right side, but into the net. Point for Waupun. Yeah, Megan Annan did her homework, though. She definitely watched a couple of the Waupun matches, the one that we did over Laconia that I covered over there.
She recognized your voice? She knew you?
Yeah, she didn't mention that, but she said she did watch it, so yeah, she must have heard it.
Serve just about a foot long.
That's the biggest thing I get if I go to anything I'm invited to and somebody hears me talking behind them. They'll think somebody had the radio on. No, it's just me talking over there, but we got a great listenership with all of our sports here, and bringing you Waupun sports. That's mishandled on the serve receive. And here we go with Lake Mills starting out with a Jackrabbit start, up 4-1 here in the fourth set. Fourth set. Victoria Popowski back to serve, goes right down the line with it. Sanders with a pass, backs on the right side over to Ryan Babish from her sister. Tight to the net and into the net, and back over on the Waupun side. Goes Hayden Schultz, will push it over on the third hit. It's popped over, Borchard gets to it, back over to the left side. Ryan Babish hard off the block. Finds the floor on the Elkat side. Waupun gets the point. They trail now 4-2. Nice long rallies here, some great saves, and some really nice quality volleyball between these two teams.
I think the serving and the defense have impressed me the most, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Serving's been very good, both teams.
It was a bender from the left side, popped in the air by Ryan Babish. Sanders, I should say. Schultz on the right side, hits it hard at their libero, Kate Crenshaw. Very effective, kind of going down that line from those right side attacks, and always a poor libero has to wait there and take the shot. Waupun back within a point now, 4-3. Little looping shot, Crenshaw pops it up, middle attack. Off the block, set in the middle over to Jalen Landl, tries to go to that back right corner, but misses a little deep. Point for Lake Mills, Waupun trailing 5-3. Crenshaw back to serve. Holtz gets the ball far left side. They get over to, it's going to be just out of bounds, pulling it just a little bit wide.
Ava Vanazan, that was a good shot.
Yeah.
Just, as you said, less than a foot maybe out.
6-3 the lead now for Lake Mills. Mishandled ball in the back row by Audrey Sanders. Kind of got her feet frozen there and had to reach too much forward. That's shakes off her hands to the left and into the net. Point for the Elcats, leading now 7-3. Good pass. Right side attack by Schultz off the block and on the floor. Much needed point for Waupun. They trail 7-4.
You have to put this on your notepad someplace or in your computer and just kind of go to a trivia question here about the first conference volleyball game in the Capital North.
Yeah.
And what happened. Maybe we'll reflect on that in about 5 years.
That was blasted out of bounds by Hooper. Waupun will get a point. Yeah, there's a lot of things. And now you're tested up to test my memory and all the things I've seen over the years.
Conference changes. That's happened quite often.
Yeah. Some unbelievable moments over the 23 years I've been covering volleyball. Amazing. Middle attack and a poked over. A nice directional shot there by Brooke Palmer. And clears it away from her body. The right hand off to the right, finds some open space.
Go back to the days of the Little 10 when Waupun was by far the smallest school with the West Bend, the East and West, and Beaver Dam, and Oconomowoc and Hartford. And
yeah, and there was 2 years in there that we had 3 state champions because WISA was it,
right,
and you had Wisconsin Lutheran there. They'd win state. West Bend East would win state, and Waupun would win state. And they would finish like 3rd in the conference and still be the best Division II school. Left side attack, and that one off the touch, and I don't know you can caught the line on that one in that swing, but Bender gets the kill nonetheless. 6-9 the lead now for Lake Mills.
Get this thing done so these football guys can get home and get some rest.
Is there a football game tonight?
No,
there's a football game tomorrow for those guys.
Yeah, for the high school players there. They're going to make a Probably close to a couple hours on bus. Get some food in them and ready to get up there.
Yeah, nice early leave from school. They'll get, that's going to be a nice swing in the middle. Nice job putting it away. And she has all night. Maggie Kluge gets the kill, and Waupun back within 2. A low line driver, nasty little serve. Crenshaw pops it up and stays in the back row, and Crenshaw will get it back to bump it over. Good job getting the ball over to Alexis Babish. Back over on the Lake Mill side. This is behind the 10-foot line. Kept alive by Schultz. And kind of tapped right into the hands of their middle hitter, Brooke Palmer. She gets the kill on the block kill. Back to a 3-point lead for Lake Mills.
Back and forth action here, as the last set was as well. Nobody really got more than 2 or 3 points ahead.
Palmer serves. Borchard gets the ball over to Schultz. Left side attack. Block back on the Waupun side. Going to go right back over to Ryan Babish. That's going to be close to going over the net. Good job at the net for Waupun, and a good job putting that back over to Ryan Babish to finally get the point for Waupun. Yeah, Packers playing tonight too, of course. They're missing a little bit of that. That's
Short,
no bad.
short week for them. Oh,
yeah, that is. After a great start, what a great first week by the Packers. That's pushed out of bounds by Mylan Fullerton, but everybody raving over the Packers after that first week, Randy. That was kind of fun.
We talk so much about their offense with Josh and their wide receiver core and Jordan Love, but the defense is special.
Big block up and controlled bump back on the Waupun side. Van de Zandt passes the ball over to Schultz. Middle attack by Jalen Landl is controlled by the L-Cats. Popowski puts it over. The setback, Ryan Babish goes cross court with it. Bruce gets it. It's tight to the net. Blocked back by Landl on that one. Good job. Good timing on that jump. Puts it back down for the block kill. Point for Waupun. And they've tied this thing back up at 10 apiece. Nice comeback by Waupun.
Good job of Landl staying out of the net, getting it done right there. Ooh, good serve.
There's Popowski right by the 10-foot line, catches the tape, kept alive. Backside on the right side to Alexis Babish. Had either one of the Babishes to set to on that one. Back to Popowski. Look at the blocker there. Popowski's got to lay off on her big swings there. Just kind of tapping it over. It's tight to the net. Landl's going to be a little joust up there, and again up there to block Alexis Babish, but hit back on Waupun side. Ryan Babish. She's going to get a kill from the left side. Ryan Babish puts it away. It gives Waupun the lead now, 11-10. Yeah, the magic moment for Micah Parsons out there, too, getting that sack. The crowd just went crazy every time when he first came out, and they had him come up by himself in the beginning of the ball game. He got a nice greet there from the Green Bay Packer fans. Block up again. Jalen Landl with a block kill again. Pond taking ownership of the net right now, and they have a 2-point lead, 12-10.
Micah Parsons showing his speed on that one. Wow.
He's relentless.
He was,
He shot out like a cannon out of that little a bunch of people, and a mishandled ball, and Pond getting another point off their serve. And lead now 13-10.
Guy like Micah Parsons, he makes everyone else so much better too. Nick Van Ness saying, I was able to get sacks because everybody's always looking in his direction and worried about him, and it opens up and they can just rush forward and still get home.
That one he shot like a cannon, about 15 feet long in the shot by Sanders there. But a nice run by Waupun. They got the lead now, 13-11. Yeah, I love watching that. Parsons, he does not give up. He doesn't stop moving out there. He fights. He's just relentless out there. And the defense is really, I think, the most big signature you see out of the Packers that everybody's talking about is their defense. Left side attack by Ryan Babish. Set in the middle over to Jalen Landl. Just taps it over. Back row attack. And a nice swing from the back row from about 2 or 3 feet behind the 10-foot line by Lindsey Bender. That thing was going to fall in, too. It had a lot of top spin, and they get the point. They're back within a point now, 13-12 Waupun.
Once again, it's wonderful to see Ava Van de Zand out competing after that serious knee injury, and it's only going to get better.
Looping a serve controlled by Waupun and taking over on the second hit, and all they can do is pop it over. Waupun gets a free ball. Right side attack now by Alexis Babish, gets up before the block can get up there and just hammers one down from the right side. Babish with the kill, and she rotates to the back to serve now for Waupun, where she was very effective and has been all night long.
Quick back set there, and as you said, able to beat the block.
Set over to Bruce, going to go left side over to Hooper. Nice job, nice control on that one. Just kind of, instead of just blasting it, kind of just uses that block and puts it away. Hooper with a kill. That will rotate Victoria Popowski to the back row to serve. And bring Lindsay Bender up to the front to be their left side hitter. Quick set over to Jalen Landl, hits it off the block. Bruce steps in to set, going over to Bender down the line. Off the Alexis Babish before he gets back over to Sanders in the back row. That'll be a point for Lake Mills. We're tied at 14 apiece. We got a battle going on here in this fourth set.
No room for error for the L-Cats upon leading this 2-1.
14 apiece. Here's another serve for Popowski. Set that over the left side over to Schultz. Doesn't get it to clear the net. Hits the tape. And that is a point for the L-Cats. They take the lead now in this fourth set, 15-14. They want to force that fifth and decider. Back right corner, Sanders with a good pass. Going to go from the Babish sisters from one to Alexis over to her sister Ryan into the block, and another point for the L-Cats, and they take a 2-point lead, 16-14. Time out of the court. Back in 30 seconds with more Warrior Volleyball on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Okay, we are back now. The momentum in the hands of Lake Mills. They take a 2-point lead. Waupun calls a timeout. See if that slows things down just a little bit. Popowski with a serve. Good handling of the ball and a good tape job hard off the tape. Dumping it over on that second hit by Alexis Babish. Ball's about a foot away from the net. Point for Waupun, back within a point.
Set number 3, Waupun down 22-20 and able to rally back and win that. So they've been here before.
Mishandled ball. Bruce gets chased to the back row. Good swing from the right side by Bender. Waupun controls, though. Ava Van de Zand hits it hard right into the block. Hooper waiting for it, puts it down for the block kill. Back up by 2 now is Lake Mills. Yeah, you want to take care of things in your home gym. You got to go play over there later on in the season. You don't want to have to try to get that split by having to go over there after you lost the first one. Left side attack by Ava Van de Zand into the block, back on the Waupun side. Going to back set the right side over to Schultz down the line, and that is just out of bounds wide right. Nice thought on that one, but just put a little too far off to the right. That's a point for Lake Mills. They go up by 3 now, 18-15. One just missed.
Going to break serve right here. Get back in this thing. That one looks good. Might have been long, but
Schultz off the net on that one, but Lake Mills controls. Here goes Hooper from the right side. Does not clear the net. That is a point for Waupun. Back within 2. See if they can run some together right now. Thanks for joining us. If you're any of the Lake Mills fans, we did send the link over there. Did Doug Dish sent it over, and the coach said they got that, and they got the word out. So maybe have some Lake Mills people joining us, which is fine. We invite you to do that. Middle attack, and a good job by Borchard to pop it back up. Back over to Ava Van de Zan going cross court. Good save by Crenshaw. Bender just taps it over the top of the block. Borchard gets it. Far right side over to Schultz, and can't quite control it. Even clear the net. That's a point for Lake Mills. They're back up by 3, 19-16.
I think Hayden mistimed her jump there a little bit on the way down when she tried to play that ball.
Hooper with a serve. So you get right back over to Van de Zan. A hard blast, boy, just a rocket. And Popowski dives to try to save it, but just shoots off her hand on the ground. Big time swing there by Ava Van de Zan. Back within 2 are the Waupun Lady Warriors. See if they can run a few right now. Back with Hayden Schultz serving for Waupun. It's a little off that one. Trying to dive up and get it. I don't know if we've called her name before. Eliana Lopez in that back right corner and can't quite get to it. Waupun gets the point. Down by 1.
Yeah, she's played minutes in this match, but she hasn't had a lot of action. That being Lopez.
Those are the people that I've seen all these years. I mean, they target people, and if you mishandle any balls, you're going to be becoming the target. Now, that's most volleyball players know it. Just keep on coming at that person.
And as I said, I don't want to be that person because I know how difficult it is. Starts to become a mind game as well.
Yeah, they go straight away on that one, and Crenshaw handles it. Back over to Bender off the block. Good pass to the front row to Schultz, far left side. Ava Van de Zan into the block, and putting it down is Brooke Palmer. Gets the block kill. Firing up her team out there. They want to tie this thing up and have a shot in that 5th set. 20-18 now in favor of the visiting L-Cats. Rotating to the back row, Lindsay Bender back to serve. Quick set in the middle, and that's off the block, kept alive on the Lake Mills side. Here goes Popowski, rolls it over the top of the block. Backs on the right side to Alexis Babish, right into the block, and Popowski up there along with Brooke Palmer. And they put it down on the block kill, 21-18, Lake Mills.
It's about where we were last set when Waupun took off. I think it was 22-18 at the time.
Hopefully we can say this all looks familiar to the 3rd set right to the end. Off the block, pop back up. Trouble. And going to get pushed up by Holtz. Left side attack by Ava Van de Zan. Just blast one. Right off the hands of Crenshaw and out of bounds. Just a rocket off her fingertips. With authority, Ava Van de Zan with a kill.
Crenshaw lucky she got her hands up, or that would have been a facial right there. That was coming hot.
Here's where Waupun needs to run a few, and that's mishandled ball in the back. There's one of them right there. Again, Ava Van de Zan right on cue like she did in that 3rd set. Ran a bunch of serves off back there. Got Alexis Babish with a nice little run in this, and now Waupun within a point. They call timeout. Lake Mills does, and we'll take a timeout back in 30 with more Warrior Volleyball on Radio Plus.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, here we go. Nice little couple points there for Waupun to crawl back within 2. You got a great server back there with Ava Van de Zan. Got everything right where you want it.
Yep. Chance to go even here. Let's go. Another.
A nasty serve right at Popowski. It's her high off the shoulder and can't control it. Ava Van de Zan is serving BBs right now, and she's tied this thing up at 21 apiece. Yeah, can't blame her for that. Got a lot of points off her serve to tie it up and then miss serve. But you got to get this one back. You got to get it right away. You don't want to have them sitting 2 points away from a victory here. So Waupun see if they can control and get it back.
What a match for a conference opener.
So it stays in the back. It's going to be a free ball now for Lake Mills. We pass over to Bruce, far left side over to Popowski. Block is up and does not make it back over the net. Good job on that right side by Alexis Babish over there. And Waupun gets the point to tie it up at 22 apiece. And you're going to bring Audrey Sanders in to do some serving for Waupun. Good person to have back there right now.
Palmer upset with herself. She thought she had a chance to make that save into the net.
That thing didn't spin at all as it went over. It's tight to the net. Block back over and going up. Alexis Babish goes up, puts up the roof and gets the block kill. Waupun takes the lead now, 23-22. Lake Mills will take a timeout. We'll do the same back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Okay, what a nice comeback for Waupun. They're leading now 23-22, 2 points away from wrapping things up in 4. And you got a dangerous server with Audrey Sanders. Back there serving for Waupun.
Coming back from down 21-18 to go ahead 23-22. What a set.
Back row attack by Bender off the block, stays in the back row. Borchard will set it tight to the net. Awkward little place for it, but they do get it back over. Quick set in the middle, pushed over, save and back on the court. Waupun's going to get it. Oh, Borchard hits it into the net, but a good job getting that back onto the court by the Lady Warriors. We are tied at 23 apiece. What a great match. This is going to be a remembered battle, and this might be the two teams that always battle here in this conference. We had Lakeside Lutheran, too, that went 5 with Waupun. They won in 5. It's going to get pushed over to the left side over to Ryan Babish. Popped in the air by Crenshaw. He kind of tight to the net for Popowski, and Waupun controls. Taking it over in the second. Nice job by Schultz. Dumps another one in. Gives Waupun match point, 24-23. Looked like a last-second decision there by Schultz. Disguised it. Finds some open court. Waupun looking to win on this serve.
And who's serving? Alexis Babish.
Another one. I'd say overall in the game, that's definitely the best serving performance by Alexis. That's going to be overpassed. Free ball for Waupun. Alexis Babish goes left side to it. Goes to her sister Ryan off the block. Tapped up and out of bounds. Waupun is going to win. Coming from behind again. 25-23. 3-1. Waupun is now the only unbeaten team in the Capital North, going 3-0 so far on the season. What a match between two very good teams. We'll take a break. I'm going to go down to the court, get a few interviews, and we'll be back right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Hello, back pain sufferers. This is Dr. Randall Blahoviak with New Med Integrated Healthcare. Are you struggling to find a solution for the constant neck and back pain that's keeping you from enjoying life? Maybe you're wondering if you should go the medical route, or maybe you're even thinking about giving chiropractic a try. Well, now you don't have to decide between the two. At New Medical Center in Waupun, you can have the best of both worlds. Let our team of experienced medical professionals and chiropractors design a treatment plan to get you back to living a pain-free life. The healthcare team at New Medical Center will assess your condition and give you a combination of options, both medical and chiropractic, to choose from. With over 30 years of experience treating back pain, you can be assured that the team at New Medical Center will discover and address the source of your pain. Don't waste another minute trying the same old failed strategies. Let New Medical Center help get you back to living your best pain-free life. Call New Medical Center now at 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Steve Winterhack with you back on the court here at Waupun High School. What a great high school girls volleyball match here tonight. Waupun comes out and wins 3-1. Very closely contested. A great team from Lake Mills making their first trip up to Waupun, and got a couple players for Waupun. Ava Vandezan joining us right now. And Ava, that was a battle out there today. I thought a pretty good quality battle with two very good teams.
Yeah, this team was very good. They had very good hitters, and they set up their blocks really well. But we would just see where they would set up their blocks, and we would try to hit around them, whether it was a hard line or a hard cross.
What was happening in the beginning of the match here today? That was what happened in that slow start with the team here today for you guys, and how did you turn things around?
Well, we just got to adapt our defense. Every hitter, they have their certain spots, and we just, as we go throughout the game, we just adapt to where they hit their best, and yeah.
I was kind of watching some of your huddles you have with Coach Hop, and it seems like you guys, it's pretty light. It's not that the Keith Milkowski, who is the greatest coach of all time, but it seemed like there was a lot of fun in the huddles that you had. It seems like a pretty good vibe going on with the team right now, isn't it?
Yes, I agree. He comes in here and he's working with us with the left sides. He knows everything. He's an amazing coach. Yes, yeah, very educated on volleyball.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's taking part in helping out with the team like this. But where do you think your team's at right now? Where you started here this season, I saw you play at Laconia. You had some good moments there, but does it seem like your team's heading in the right direction right now?
Yes, I do. I feel like we're getting our confidence out in the court and picking our strongest spots to hit, and we're digging up balls, and our defense is amazing.
How important is the serving out there between you two, both of you two? You guys came up big, just shooting bullets over the net.
I feel like that's what you have control of, and with close points like good teams that we're playing right now, it's needed for us to get our serves in.
Well, Ava, good to see you back on the court. We'll be there for many of your games yet, so keep up the good work out there.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Ava Vandezan joining us, and Alexis Babish. They'd ask you to do a little bit of everything. Hit those shots on the right side, be a setter, the great job in the back row and out there. And, yeah, what's your feeling about the team right now and how you're playing? I really was impressed with what I saw out here today.
Yeah, I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of this team. Like, this was a big win for us, and it just keeps our momentum going forward. Like, we're rolling right now, so we just got to keep going, and this was probably our toughest matchup so far, so other than Laconia, but, like, one that we pulled away, so it was good to get this win.
I was just going to have a couple interviews tonight because the Packers are on, so everybody said I had just, but I had to talk to me, so I had to kind of narrow it down. But you guys had a great match here tonight, and it seems like what do you think of this conference so far? You played 3 teams from the conference. You're in a new conference this year, and you battled a 5 with Lakeside Lutheran. You beat Columbus in 3-0. But what's your thoughts so far on the conference?
I think we're in a pretty tough conference. No team in this conference we can take lightly. Every team has their strong points, and we just have to take advantage of their weaknesses. But it's not going to be an easy ride from here. We just got to keep pushing through.
How often you guys must work quite often on your serves? I mean, that is a big part of the game, and you toss them out of their rhythm and their system out there. So, how much do you work on the serving during your practices?
We serve every day. Like, it's part of like our everyday routine, and it's really a strong point in the game. Like, it gets them out of system, and it helps like make sure they don't run their hitters. Like, it's hard to run a middle off of a serve, like of a pass ball. Right. So. Well,
great job, Alexis, Ava. Great to have you guys out there. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. It's going to be a fun one. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. We're going to get Coach Amanda the Hop over here. Where's Amanda? There she is. We're going to interview her twice. You already got an A+ from your sister-in-law already on that already, Holly. So, but Amanda, talk about your team. You started out a little rough in the beginning. How did you get things kind of turned around in the beginning of this match?
Yeah, our service team had a little bit of a breakdown, so we talked about how we can improve that, how to read the ball a little sooner and move our feet and communicate, and then we made that change and adjustment, and that really improved the rest of our game. But I've always told them it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So, doesn't matter what that game was, it's how the next 3 go. So.
It's pretty neat. I could have interviewed, probably the 8 players out here. There's so many people that were very instrumental in your win, right down the list here. So it looked like really a team effort, wasn't it, out here today?
Yeah, I told the girls right before this game too, we're a team of utility players. Everybody can play everywhere. Our setters are passing, our setters are hitting, our middles are serving, and we're just all the way around. Everybody's doing everything. And
yeah, you got a libero that can set really good too with Mickey out there too, so she does a great job with that. Yeah, I agree. People step in and they get it done out there. It looks like.
Yep. So yeah, I was very proud of them, and they do what they're asked, and they're starting to play smart volleyball, and yeah, that's how we're winning games, is we're being smart and aggressive.
Yeah, the other thing I like the vibe in your huddles out there. There seemed to be a lot of smiles in there, and you kept it light out there, and they called timeouts at the right time. So I think it looks like you got a good thing going right now with your team.
Yeah, I've really gotten to know a lot of the girls, and they've all really taken to me very well, and me to them, and I think we have a very good rapport. When we're in huddles, we talk about a game plan. We don't, talk about errors or anything. We talk about how we're going to get better, how we're going to play defense against teams, and things like that. So yeah, we just keep it very light and educational, kind of.
Well, Amanda, it was a great match, a great entertainment for the people here that weren't watching the Packer game. So, but congratulations, 3-0 in the conference, the only undefeated team. So, congratulations on that.
Awesome. Thank you, Steve.
Okay, Amanda Hop joining us, new Waupun volleyball coach. Randy giving me the wrap-up. He wants to get home with the Packers, so I'm going to wrap it up from out here. But Waupun wins, lose the first set 25-18, win the next 3 sets 25-18, 25-22, and 25-23 to go undefeated in conference play so far in the season. I want to thank the stream team, doing a great job tonight. They even liked our cameraman dancing up there, too. They a lot of thumbs up from the girls on that one. And, Randy, thanks for joining me. Waupun wins and stay undefeated in the conference for the Capital North. And go Pack. We're going to go home and watch a Packer game. Have a great night.
Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.
Home and Auto Sales, Waupun Equipment Company, Ballweg Implement, New Medical Center, Ergo Bank, Torres Tree Service, All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, Pino Construction, Burhags Furniture Mart, Bent's Automotive, American Family Insurance Agent Christine Fiel, C. Broxma Electric, Dentistry of Wisconsin, The Other Bar, Waupun's Pizza Ranch, Werner Harmsen Furniture, National Exchange Bank and Trust,